Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing on first down, Coleman. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And this one out quickly to James. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Coleman. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Give to Cook out of the gun. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Coleman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Wilson took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Max 22. Gun. Mike 22, he's got it done.
Second and 10 now. Wilson trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They try again with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. On third and goal, they're going to run the option. That's out to the left and complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
The kicker
from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that? Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down. Coleman. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Coleman. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will make our score 9-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Vikings 9, Seahawks nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hopkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Move, please.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They go play action now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Hopkins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Hopkins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Coleman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Coleman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To number 83.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Vikings.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, it's Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 2nd down, Coleman. That'll be complete to Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Gun. Crunch.
indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Burton here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21. Vikings.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Coleman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Coleman. He's going to let it go again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is down to 2.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Patsy, good job right there.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hopkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Hopkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Coleman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Coleman. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Hopkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Seattle Seahawks.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Vikings 19.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Back 22, back 22. 14. You go tight.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
The tackle there by George Odom. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Go. Mike 22, Mike. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Coleman. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Rashawn Gary. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Coleman is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. The Vikings send out their punter, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now it's Lockett. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Green 80. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hopkins, and not much running room. Down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is good.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's brought down.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hopkins, and he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 32. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
45, Mike, 45.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing it.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
first down, Viking.
On first down, Coleman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and now it's second down. To throw again, Coleman. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down now, it's Hopkins, and he'll take this one down to about the 40.
48, the ball carrier.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On third down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final scores.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to